This is The Curse of Brimstone, guest starring Dr. Fates, but not for long. I should have taken this but not for long bit as a clue, really. I only got this because of Dr. Fates. He is one of my favourite DC characters and he has been poorly used lately. I thought, hey, maybe this will do him some justice. This fiery bloke that he is fighting, he is called Brimstone and he is just the Hulk on fire. This is part of the new age of heroes, and that is a thing that DC did, and that is a thing that DC failed at doing. There's also another elephant in the room. The writer of Brimstone, he is a far-left nutter on Twitter and a Blockbot user. Jordan Justins he's called. And it is something interesting, actually. He also co-wrote Sideways, which is another part of the new age of heroes. And he was suspiciously removed from that book after he did an issue about a villain, and he claims that it definitely wasn't, but the villain was based on diversity and comics. And Sideways, it actually got better with him gone. It's just that one issue with diversity and comics in it pretty much killed a lot of the book's support. Enough about Sideways anyway. I've got a Sideways to review later, so I probably should have saved all this for that. A lot of these New Age of Heroes books, they were sold on the back of having huge artistic talents as like the creators. And the artist here, it's not even a name I've heard of. So if you were buying these books just on the back of the strength of the initial big name artists, I'm sure you would be thrilled to get issue number 9 of Brimstone and not even recognise the guy's name. It is a good artist though. Like, I know that last bit was disrespectful, but this guy is a good artist. And I have spent ages not talking about the actual comic. And that is because it's dreadful. The whole thing is just a fight with Dr. Fates, there he is. And it's a bad fight with Dr. Fates. Dr. Fates, he isn't given any character or really any lines. And he just gets absolutely demolished by Brimstone. He doesn't get a single hit in, really. And by the end, he's just thoroughly beaten, like properly humiliated. And Brimstone melts his helmet. And then Dr. Fates, he runs off crying like a baby. One of DC's most powerful characters here. Being dragged out of proper Brimstone. And there's an advert there for Justice League. I've been reading this book and not reviewing it. I'll do a review of the current issue soon, actually, I think. This story arc here, it looks interesting. But one thing that keeps taking me out of this book is the art. They keep melting this guy, the guy who does this advert here. He did the first issue, and then he just jumped ship to draw Michael Bryan Benson's Superman, I think. And they just keep bringing him back to draw like the first part of every other story arc, and it is annoying. They should have just launched and stuck with the two artists that are drawing the rest of the book, Frankie Manpulse and George James. It feels like an indulgence, and like they're in denial about this artist not drawing every issue. Another advert here. Batman Who Does a Laugh. I am getting this. I will review this next Wednesday, ideally. Superman by Benson. Rubbish. And look, he has got another great artist. I stopped paying attention to the main comic by this point. It's bad. Really disrespectful to Dr. Fates, and it's clear that this book is already cancelled, and the best appearance Dr. Fates can get in is to appear in a book that's on its deathbed, and for him to be utterly humiliated. This isn't how you write a book. This isn't how you should ever write a character up. And they put Dr. Fates on the cover here. It's clear they were hedging their bets and hoping that maybe, just maybe, this issue might pick up a couple hundred or 1,000 extra sales just because he is in it. And I can say that every single one of those people that just bought this book, that you baited into buying this book, they will hate this. It's a shame as well, because on every other front, I think this would be fine. Swap Dr. Fates for a baddie like the Grinch, maybe, and this would be a competent comic. Still lacking some character, but it would be a good fight issue with good art. But it's not now. I could see someone who has no idea who Dr. Fates is maybe enjoying this, but I didn't. I'm only gonna give it my low rating of 7 thumbs up.